4 because Ava has tutoring.
Okay. Welcome to
Hi.
TIDBITS. Oh, hey, Bella. No problem. We'll go ahead and we'll pull a card for you right off the bat, okay?
Sounds good.
So we have a comment. This is what I'll do. I'll do this so that way it gets highlighted, okay? And these will be the people that we take care of. And as we go, we'll go ahead and just put you up here. That's when your reading will be. So look for your name if you're not present during the reading and the poll. All right? Okay. That feels good, right?
Yep.
Okay, so what I have is a 7 of Wands. So you're in a very victorious aspect of winning a way of doing things. Okay. And so in that, I would say that now that you've taken on all this work, right? It's like no matter what moment for you. So it'd be a good idea for you to have like a game plan together as far as like what your next inspired, like consciousness inspired, heart inspired movement would be. All right. But you're in this story, this situation of success. All right. And it is an enormous amount of work, but it's physical work. And you're good for it, and everything should work out for you. Here's your card. It's a 7 of Wands.
Nice.
Yes.
That sounds great.
Here we are. Great. Now the next one is Angelica Hernandez. Hey, Angie.
Hey. All right, let's see what we have for you today. All right, so we have the 10 of Pentacles. So that's a great card. So a lot of what you're wanting to manifest and what you're bringing in is coming to its full fruition. You're seeing all the, like they're at the end point of the creation part. So all the things that you are working on and working towards, you're seeing the progression. Things are working out in your favor, and you're seeing a lot of the abundance and the maybe people coming together, or if you're needing help, you're getting the help, and a lot of things are working out. So that's really great. It's a great card. It's feeling really good. Yeah. So you're working on you're putting a lot of effort into things, and you're seeing the results of all your work. So that's what I'm getting for the 10 of Pentacles. Yay. Yay, Angie.
See that we might have another viewer. Yay. There you go. There's your reaction.
Yay.
Okay. You're welcome.
You're welcome.
Okay. And Bella Luna said thanks as well. So many blessings, many blessings. I see that we have another participant. If you would go ahead and like to make some sort of comment down in the feed, we'll go ahead and we'll pull a card for you and give you just a reading. And we have a hard stop today at 4 p.m. And while we're waiting, I'm going to commercial me. Hey, Sarah, you had sent me something about, I don't want to look on my phone, about a sound bath in your backyard. Is that correct? At your place of business, right?
Yes. Yeah.
Okay. When is that happening?
Well, we just kind of thought to start about we're going to do every other Sunday as of right now. And we thought that, there's a lot of people that I know in my neighborhood and area that are very busy, and they got a lot going on. A lot of my clients, they've got a lot going on. And so bringing in another form of meditation that's a little bit easier to focus on, and we all like music. Me and Amanda have been working on our sound bowls. We have seven big sound bowls. And we thought, how great would it be to just invite some people to come and zen out for about 45 minutes in my backyard. And my backyard, it's really nice. It's very tranquil. Mm-hmm. Yeah. And not a lot of people take the time for themselves. And they know people know to eat right, to exercise, do all the things, and we do what we can when we can, but we forget about our soul work. And our soul work is our foundational work, right? So
I think so.
Yeah. And as a hairdresser, and I'm talking to my clients and I'm getting all their stories of life and this and that, it always ends up going back into that. And I always ask them, well, what are you doing for you? Right? What are you doing for you? And it's just like the things that you provide too. And it's nice for people to kind of go down into the basics of themselves, like the foundational work of themselves, and then they build that up. And a lot of my people are like, oh wow, I never really thought about that. Like that sounds nice. And I'm like, yeah, it's just 45 minutes, it doesn't take very much time, and you can go about your day and just some place to just release, and that's it. So we thought we would try. So
It's lovely to watch you grow.
thank you. Yes, you called it. You called it. Remember
I
last
did.
year?
I
You
did.
told me because me and
I
Jimmy
did.
were talking about having a baby, and then I'm like, nope. And you're like, well, I see a birth of something. You were like the Empress card, a birth,
That's right.
not a baby birth.
No, huh?
No.
We did long talks about that. But yeah,
Yeah.
yeah.
So
Those are good talks. Those are good talks. They helped. They helped. That's awesome.
yeah.
Yeah.
So I'm glad that I followed my intuitions, and so it's been good. It's been really good. I really love it. So I can help
Great.
people that
Good
I
job.
haven't.
The minute you received and you were willing, all of a sudden this whole new road and everything else opened up for you. And that is the beauty of this. I'm just so excited because we need so many more of us doing
We
these
do.
things because we reach different people. And so
Yeah.
reaching different people, getting like the world involved with themselves, right?
Being
rather than the
intentional.
rather than the distractions.
There's too much going on. That's what I say. I'm like, there's too much noise. I used to be a part of that world. Like, there's too much going on, and you got to go in within yourself. But it's hard to meditate with nothing. I love going to your meditations when you listen to the music. It's so nice. Like you see me, I go deep in there.
Thank
Awesome.
you.
No, thank you.
Cool. All right. Cool. Very good, Sarah. Is there anybody else who'd like a reading today? So if you put a comment or an emoji, we'll go ahead and pull a card for you. I'm up next, so it's up to you as to when you want to chime in. Just letting you guys know that I'm going to utilize this time to the best of my ability. So tonight, all right, so on Mondays, let me start with Sundays, okay? Sundays, the second Sunday of the month, I too have a sound experience, all right? And it is a deep experience, and it is very soul shifting. And then it's called Sound Vibes, all right?
Oh,
And then on before that, I have the spiritual dumping ground. And the spiritual dumping ground is like a free form meeting to like when you're so heavy, because I've been noticing a lot of clients, a lot of friends, and a lot of media, social media talking about how heavy it is and how this is just oppressive, a lot of that oppressive energy. And so this particular meeting is for that. That one's by donation. And it lasts for an hour. You come, you let go of whatever it is that you're going through, whatever situational energy you want to like sit in and let go, right? Okay. And then at the end, we take a stick, we blow it all into the stick, we put it into the fire and let go of it. So it's nice. After that, I'm going into the sound bath, the sound vibe thing.
yeah.
And then later in that day, we just added Reiki share. So if you want,
Oh, nice.
at 4:30, okay, on Sundays, well, second Sunday, I only do it once a month, but there's Reiki share. It's by donation, and it's all everybody's welcome, all levels. And so that's for Sundays, but it's only the second Sunday. I'm only working one day a month with a schedule.
Mm.
I work Sundays a lot. And then on Mondays, I have like a free energy session that you can book online. And that's the only way that you can receive it is if you book the ticket. If you don't book the ticket, I don't put you on the list and you're not in the little bubble. All right. That's just how I did it. So that way people who really want it or really need it or asking, okay, that's why I do it that way. And you can find all these links online at our bodystudios.com site under events. And then after that, I go into like a show all by myself, just talking a lot of stuff. And that's my notions and illuminations. And then our current book club is on Monday nights on the second Monday, but we're shifting it to Tuesdays, and it will be the second Tuesday, and that will be that will be in the back. She'll do that one in that office. And then we'll have our Tuesday, 7 p.m. psychic development.
I'll
That
be
class,
there
I
tonight.
miss doing that because that class is awesome. It's grown really big. It has about 10 or 11 people in it, and it's going to continue to grow. And we are practicing things that are phenomenal, just
Mm.
phenomenal. And it is a great class. And something about my classes, right? So if you
Yeah.
attend my Wednesday class and my Tuesday class, you can attend one for 25 and add the other for 10. And so that's what I do during the week. And then on Wednesdays, well, Tuesdays, we have this. By the
Yep.
way, we're doing readings. I see that more people have joined us. We've already given readings to the people in the thread. If you guys would like to add your name to the list and receive a reading, please do so by commenting, and we will be more than happy to pull a card for you. I am up next. Now back to the commercial. Okay. So, so Tuesdays we have this, and then on Wednesdays at about 12:30, Valerie and I we do creative talks, and so we talk about the cosmic weather, a lot about astrology, about like how it's affecting us, all of the transits that we're experiencing. So that's very helpful. I like that. Thursday nights I have my 6 p.m. meditation that's always on point. And then every other Friday, I'm still doing the new moon. Well, I'm doing ritual. We're doing strict ritual now, and we're making tools. So we're like the last moon, we went ahead and we made Lilith oil.
Oh, nice.
Yeah, so it captured the eclipse
Ah.
energy. Yes, it's very powerful. I really love it. I really love this oil. It's really nice. So we were in a circle. We did like a little ceremony. We blessed the jars. We went through like the whole process, so that way you would know how to create your own sacred tools. So we did that. That was really cool. Sorry, and that's about it. I had
Yeah.
a lot of fun.
I love your classes. I'll be up. I'll be there tonight for sure. So
Oh,
yeah,
okay, okay, all
yeah.
right. That's
I wanted to
cool.
be on the last one, but I got stuck with
That's cool.
work. But
Well,
yeah,
you
I'll be,
work.
I do. You know, I do the
You
best I
work.
can. So
That's like the cool part of working, right?
yeah, yeah. If it's too close to the time and I'm gonna be late, 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 I'm just like, forget it. I'm not gonna just walk in the middle of the class. So
Yeah.
I
So
mean,
do you think that maybe pulling you pull a card, I'll pull a card, and we'll call it? Does that sound good?
yeah, that sounds good. Yeah.
Okay, great. Great, great, great. So this will be a collective card for everyone who happens to watch this and did not participate. This is for you specifically and everybody in the thread. And this will pertain to our cosmic weather, and it will give us advice for situational or spiritual benefit. How about that?
That sounds good.
Great. Do you want me to go first?
Go ahead.
Okay, I have the Hanged Woman.
Oh,
I love this deck. I really love
oh,
this deck.
I like that.
It's a very feminine deck. So, yeah,
Hmm.
the energy feels like I have to be in divine feminine today. Like I really have to stress uh, that for myself because a lot of people are in doing energy, a lot of divine masculine energy and tasking, and
Hmm.
that isn't what it's all about. So, seeing the Hanged Woman come up, I was like, oh, yeah, that's what we're doing. We're kicking
Hmm.
it for a minute. We're giving
Yeah.
ourselves the benefit of doubt. and in that doubt, ooh, I guess expression is being halted. How interesting. Okay. I'm having a talk with them right now.
Mm.
Okay, I'll allow. All right. So for the woman, the Hanged Woman, that's what this particular card is. All right. Pardon me. Excellent card, right?
Yeah. I love
That's
it.
right. Because it looks like it's a choice as well, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, because that's what it is. It's a choice.
Mm-hmm.
And so that's what we're being presented right now is a choice. And the energy is very fast. It's extremely fast right now. So it's like 1, 2, 3 energy like this, just fast, fast, fast. And
Right.
we are maybe asking ourselves if what we're doing is worth it. What we need to do is remember why we're doing it in the first place.
Mm-hmm.
And then that will take us out of the story of not enough. There's a lot of head games going on with how corporations are very in our face, conditioning us and telling us that we have no power. And that isn't a truth. That is a way for us not to do anything about things.
Mm-hmm.
So, right now, in this collective consciousness, the hanged woman is you're biding your time. You're biding your time. Change will come and occur if you do right action. Change will occur if you do right action. And so that is us in contemplation, looking to see what our spiritual nature is,
Mm-hmm.
getting into the embodiment of who we naturally are, going into our authenticity, and showing up with an enormous amount of vibe and love, right? Just a
Mm-hmm.
lot of love vibe to where like we can accept ourselves for who we are and where we're at and how we can change moving forward to help others that don't have those same privileges or have those same accesses. And there are lots of things that we can do. And so in this the hanged man, it feels as though our collective consciousness is coming into unification. Our spiritual beliefs are coming into this painful aspect of unity. Along the way, people will fight over those beliefs, but those beliefs are personal. They're
Mm-hmm.
perceptions. And simply because somebody has a perception of something that you do not share does not make it wrong or incorrect. It means it's another perception. And
Right.
we want to say truth, right? Truth is a perception still. So, perceptions are how we garner more information. You might have an idea about something, I might have an idea about something, somebody else might have an idea about something, and then something will happen, and then we'll all look at it, but we'll all see something very different, very, very different. And this patience that a lot of people think this card represents, the patience is in oneself this time. The patience to nurture yourself through these new experiences, to navigate who you are now, not who you were yesterday, but navigate who you are now from what you're going through. And the patience calls for meditation. It calls for that inner world connection to see if there are triggers, to see if there's high charges. And that's what this is all about right now. So that's my card for the collective group. Roseanne, unfortunately, you came a little late. We're going to sign off pretty soon. Unless we could do this. I could do the collective, and then you
Mm-hmm.
could pull for Roxanne.
Okay.
Or
No problem.
Roseanne. I'm sorry. Roseanne. Sound good?
All right, Roseanne.
Okay, cool.
I'm gonna shuffle.
I'm so happy. That's nice. It worked out great.
Yeah, it really did. It's perfect. Thank you, Lucinda. That was a good,
Thank
great
you.
call or great card. I liked your
Right? It
yeah.
started channel, and I was like, okay, I'll allow. I just didn't want it to be like, I didn't want it to be too forceful. And it's because the energy of like what the collective is trying to bring forward is very, it's a very, it's very powerful. So
Mhm.
it's, yes, it's a lot. It's good.
Yeah, no, it was perfect. I loved it.
Thank you.
So, you said Roseanne or Roxanne?
Roseanne. Oh, yes.
Rose,
Wait, hold on. Hold on. Here we are.
Roseanne.
Yes,
Yeah.
please.
Okay, Roseanne. Hi. So I just pulled a card for you, and we have the Magician card. It's a great
Oh,
card.
nice.
So, are you starting something new? Are you beginning a new chapter in your life? This is awesome because the magician he's got all of his tools in front of him. He's ready to start that journey and just being aware of the tools that you do have that's going to help progress you moving forward. Utilize them. You have all the help. You have it. Everything's there for you. Um, there's a lot of yellow, and yellow is your solar plexus. So that's, you're very driven and you push forward and you're motivated and keep that energy flowing and moving. And even when things seem to get rough and tough, it's okay. Just keep that motivation, keep pushing that forward. That's going to keep your solar plexus moving and flowing and keeping yourself open. And when you're open and you keep pushing forward, you're going to be receiving more information from the divine. Things are going to start coming to you. It can be just by knowing, inner knowing. It could be maybe you're at the grocery store and you read like a newspaper, a magazine, and it has like the answer on like the words on the magazine. I like that sometimes. Sometimes I see like billboards and I'm like, oh my gosh, like I needed to see that, word or whatever. And it just zing, it just came to me. That's like the magician card. It's being aware of everything around you and utilizing all the resources. It's not literally like a person talking in your ear. It could be, or it could be the things around, and that's going to be bringing you all the information that you need. So, I feel really good about this card for you. And I think that if you ever feel like you get maybe unsure of yourself or insecure, we all do. And sometimes like, I don't know if I can do that, or I'm not sure. Yes, you can. You can do it. So, yes. And I just read right now, you said, I'm trying to move forward. So this one is telling you, yes, you can. The solar plexus is your motivation. It's the pushing forward. It's the drive. You have that in you. So by just telling yourself, yes, you can, and utilizing all those sources and the answers that you're receiving, you're going to be getting more of those answers, and it's going to help push you forward even more. And then you're going to start moving and progressing and moving and progressing. But the magician card is telling you that it's there for you. You just have to be open to receive it, and then more will be coming. So that's the magician. So snaps for you. I love it. That's awesome.
I really like that reading. I liked how it came through in the solar plexus. And
Yeah.
it is like, it's not like somebody like this other than
Yeah.
her.
Right.
Yeah. She's
I think
really a lot.
right. Yeah.
Yeah. And so they're teaching her that she's enough.
She is. She is.
Yeah.
And she has all the
And you validated that whole experience by talking about how inspired action is like your solar plexus, right? And she needs to get into connection with spirit.
Yes.
So yeah.
Yes, you got it, girl.
Really centering on that, yeah. And trusting yourself. You are your empowerment. So it's a story that you tell yourself of maybe the experience that you're having. And it might be devastating.
Right.
It might be devastating. That's recognition. You can recognize and reconcile to what is, and then stay there as long as you'd like. Yet you know that you can move forward. It's just that you don't know what to yet. And that's a great place to be.
Well, and it also clears your way for the energies that are meant for you. So if something isn't working out for you, or if it's just not like you're hitting a wall, I just say, you know what, then it's just pushing you in a different direction. And now you're going to make room for the positive, the energies that are going to be more in your vibrational flow. Like, I don't.
It really does feel like she's coming into her own path.
Yeah.
And that is painful. We all know how painful it is. We're all on
you're probably disengaging from things of maybe other people that you had a storyline that you had with them, and you might have to kind of deter and go your own way. And it's just part of it, because you don't want anything that's going to hit you, and knock you. You keep
right.
knocking.
It isn't about moving on when it's lost.
Yeah.
It isn't about that, Roseanne. It's never about that. I strongly encourage you to use different words. All right. You're going to live with your loss for your lifetime, because you feel emotions, and that means that you still have love for the individual, and that's good. That's really good. And moving on, people have different concepts, but that's not what happens. We become it. We become the grief, we become the love, we become the acceptance, we become the path, and we'll still miss them.
Mhm.
And it will determine, will personally determine when we're ready to let that depth become a little less. That's it. It isn't going to be, oh, well, tomorrow I'll be fine. And then we personally worry about our story to others because we think that they want us to get over it, but they don't say anything like that. We just have a society that shames us for having emotions. It's perfectly okay to have emotions. It's
Yeah.
good for you to be in your body and feel those emotions. If you're in your head over your emotions like you are right now, you're not going to be able to sit with it and be with it and love her from where you're at right now. Love her now, okay? Because she's still present.
Mhm.
She's in your thoughts, she's
Yes.
in your feelings, your emotions. She's present. And as you sit in your body further, see how you're coming into your body now? As you sit in your body further, you can allow her presence. And she's probably a little bit in front of you right here. Okay? And what you're feeling right now is all that love that you guys share. That's what you're feeling. See, it doesn't go away. We long for physical, but you're feeling it physically every day. That's right. Every day. Every day. And it changes. It doesn't get easier or better or harder or whatever. It changes. And that is the only thing that is accurate, is that it changes.
Mhm.
And you will have valleys and you'll have peaks, and that's part of the process. It's part of the process of becoming okay. Not with her death, but you being okay, period. It's bringing up a lot of things from your past, from your childhood, things left unsaid. And those are things that you could absolutely write about, right? In letters to her, you know? And you can create like a little ritual or ceremony, okay? And maybe visit her at wherever she is. If you have her urn, that's fine. You can do like a little fire ceremony to release those to her so that she can read them where she's at,
Mhm.
right? It's okay. It's okay to hurt. It's okay to miss someone so deeply it's hard to push through, on, around, because you don't. That's okay.
Thank you.
You're welcome. So if she committed suicide, you're working through a lot, an awful lot, for personal things like stories that if I have all this power, how come I didn't know? How come I couldn't prevent? Why didn't I stop it? And it wasn't yours to stop. That's the reality of that. It became yours to experience through a choice that an individual made. And even though you love them and you have high hopes for them to be able to come in to where you would like for them to be, sometimes this is what we have. Sometimes. So sometimes when you wake up at night, she's standing by your bed. Is that correct? Yes or no? The next question is, do you feel like you owe her something from her agenda that she had here on Earth? Are there children involved? Things like that? This must be a very difficult conversation for you, Roseanne, and I apologize if I am too committed. Oh, okay. Thank you. I apologize if I'm too committed to the conversation. So, what you're doing right now is aiming in the right direction. Okay? And if you're spending a lot or if you're going over money, it's a good time for you to manage that money any way you would like. All right? Travel is on the horizon if that's something that you'd like to do. What I'm seeing after the 3 cards come up is like maybe a secluded place to where you could just be with like your thoughts, your emotions. Oh, yeah, that's unfortunately that isn't something I will unpack here. No, if you'd like to book a session, we can investigate. Yeah, that would be something that we could possibly do. And there's no guarantees about that, but I'll bring you into the field of like what took place. So that's how that works. All right. Roseanne, I'm going to release the energy. Okay. I'm going to transition all spirit energy to go to the light, go to the light, go to the light. This allows us all to do our spiritual work out of rigor, understanding, with ease and clarity. And you have mentioned that that you can't see the signs, right? But you're trying to go back and you didn't see them the first time. You're not going to see them now. You're going to go through a process and I'm going to let you. And I can tell you that I have a deep amount of respect and love for you for what you're going through, what you're experiencing. I can tell you I have other people that I love that are with that right now. I wish you the best, and I know it will change. That's all I can tell you is it'll change. That's it. Every day will change. Some days will be better than others, but if it is very recent, that is not going to give you much breathing room between here and there. So when people offer you condolences, you might shut down, and that's them telling you they're powerless in the situation to change it for you. So I'm powerless to change the situation. I'm okay with that understanding. I'm not going to wish that I could do something other than this, but I will offer you a great deal of healing energy that will clear some psychic debris so that you can have some ease, at least for today. All right? And that's what I can do. All right? Many blessings, Roseanne. Okay. All right. So you guys have a great day. Thank you so much.
Bye, everyone.
Thank you, Sarah, very much for holding space. Good job. You guys have a great day. Thank you. Bye.
Bye.